Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here and please do stick around a while. So as I explained in yesterday's video, I am batch filming on Sunday the 12th because I need to get my content out and scheduled for you all when I have the peace and quiet to do so. So yes, I will be dressed in the same outfit for most of the week, but it's because I filmed all the videos on the same day. I do change my clothes and I do wash and shower, guys. Okay, so now we've got that out the way. This is a fairly new mini-series that I'm doing here at Manfa's Makes, where I am taking one skein wonders or yarn off of my shelf that I don't have a specific plan for, and I am conducting an experiment with them. Now there are 2 other episodes in its own playlist which you can find on my channel if you are interested, and it all came about because I had one skein wonders or yarn that I didn't know what to do with, or it wasn't enough for a bigger project, and I wondered how I could use them or what I could do with them. And basically in episode 1 I explain that I thought, I wonder. And what I've been wondering in this mini series so far is how many granny squares I can get out of different sized yarns on my shelf. It started off as a one-off and I have continued with the series, and I am going to continue with the 6 round granny squares with the 4 weight or Aran yarns that I have, all the different varieties if I've got one skein wonders of them. And then when we have gone through the Aran ones, I will add or connect all the squares that I have made and make a donation blanket, and then I will have a rethink on what crochet experiment I want to make with other weight yarns or other one skein wonders that I have on my shelf. So there is more to come from this series. You guys seem to really like this segment on my channel, and it has been a lot of fun. So if you watched the last episode, episode number 2, you will know that I had planned to see how many 6 round granny squares I can get out of Premier Just Active. Now this has 109 yards or 100 meters. It is 1.76 ounces or 50 grams. It is 80% polyester, 20% acrylic. It is a medium 4 weight, and they recommend a 5.5 millimeter hook, which all of the previous yarns I have done this experiment with, they have all recommended a 5.5 millimeter hook also. This one you can machine wash, warm and tumble dry. It says do not bleach and do not iron. This is made in Turkey and it is in the colour Royal Purple. But this one, guys, is just a 50-gram ball. All the others so far have been a bigger ball than this. So I knew I wouldn't get as many as I have in the previous 2 episodes. And I made a prediction that I would get possibly 2 or 3 from one of these itty bitties. I will let you know in just a couple of minutes whether my prediction was right. For all of them, as they have all recommended a 5.5, I have been using my Clover and More 5.5 here, which is this green one. Absolutely love my clovers. I am a clover girl if you are new here and you didn't know that. Clovers are amazing in my opinion. Many other hooks available and I can use many other hooks, but my preference is my Clover and More. So, like I was saying, it's only 50 grams, therefore I'm not going to get as many. I think with one of the yarns I tested, I got 10, and with the other yarn I tested, I got 7. So I predicted that for this little itty bitty baby one, I would get 2, possibly 3. Was I correct? So it is 6 rounds of granny square or granny stitch. So there is 1. There is 2. And then, guys, quite frustratingly, I got 5 rounds in on a 3rd. But as you can see, I do not have enough yarn to go all the way around just for one more round. so upsetting. So you can only get 2. Now, bearing in mind, guys, something that I haven't mentioned, I crochet quite tight. My tension will be very different to some of you. Therefore, if you conduct this experiment, you may actually get more or less than me, depending on how tight or loose you crochet. This is just my findings with my tension. So I got nearly 3, but not quite. So I have got another skein of this. In fact, I have got another 5 of these. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to at least crack out another one and finish this one off. And then I think, because I have only got 5 left, because I've used the others that I had in other projects, I am in my spare time behind the scenes going to turn all of the remaining skeins of this into 6 round grannies and include them into this donation blanket. It's going to be a very scrappy blanket because the colours are not going to coordinate at all, but somebody will be super grateful to receive it. So I will put this smidgy bit in, join another and get another final round done, and then I will just continue with the other skeins so that I have a few more purples to go with the other squares that I have made in previous issues or episodes of this series. So I was kind of right. Super frustrating that I couldn't just squeeze one more round out, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes, guys, and it is just one of those things. But luckily I have more to finish that one and make a few more with the remaining skeins on my yarn shelf. And it also means that I'm busting some stash, right? I am #shopping my stash 2023, and some of these can be included in the #one skein wonder. Not this episode in particular, but the other 2 definitely. So then I did kind of hint when I said that I was going to use this tiny itty bitty. Now let me get another one off the shelf so I can show you. Excuse me. So this is what the skein looks like when there is yarn still in it. So as you can see, it is an itty bitty tiny thing, and I got my nearly 3. So I will continue to use these until it is all gone. I then hinted that because this is super tiny, I have some mega balls from Hobie in my stash, and I thought what an extreme it will be from going from an itty bitty to a mega ball. So guys, I have got one of my mega balls out of my stash. Now my camera is not showing this colour very accurately at all. I am going to try and change the lighting so that you get a more accurate representation, but I don't think I'm going to be able to manage to. This is more of an emerald green. It is looking very washed out, unfortunately. My camera is not the greatest at showcasing colour, but think of a brighter emerald green, and that is the colour of this one. So as I was saying, this is the Mega Ball Aran from Hobie. It says classic acrylic yarn, 100% acrylic. There are 400 grams in these bad boys, and which is 14.1 ounces. There are 700 meters or 765 yards. So, I mean, it's bigger than my head, guys. Not even gonna lie. This is colour 05. It has been through the Ecotex testing. It is recommending a 5.5 to a 6mm hook. So again, I will use my 5.5 to try and keep my tension accurate with the other squares that I have made out of other yarns. It's a medium 4-weight, wash up to 40 degrees Celsius. You can iron, do not bleach, you can dry clean. And these are made in Serbia. And again, it is colour 05. Now, like I was saying, there are 765 yards. This was 109. So there are at least 7 of these contained in this one massive ball or one massive skein. So now I need to make a prediction for you, don't I? My 6 round granny squares which turn out this size when it's my tension, my hook, and in my crochet. Now, with the other ones that I have already done, see, the further we get, the more accurate I think my guesses are going to become, because obviously with the different amounts, you can kind of gauge how many you're going to get. With the other skeins that I had, they were 300 and something yards, and this is 765. And if I got 10 out of 300 and something yards, I'm going to predict that I'll get 21, maybe 22. Might even get more, you never know. So that is my prediction for this big, big fella. Now, it might take me a little while to get all these squares made up, guys, but as soon as they are made up, I will come back on and do episode 4 featuring the Mega Ball from Hobie. Please do look out for that in the future. This segment does not have a regular slot on my channel. It is just one of those episodes that I pop up when I have done the experiment and I am ready to film. So I can't tell you whether you're going to see this in 2 days, 2 weeks or 2 months, but when it is done, I will come back and show you my findings, and I will be able to answer, have you ever wondered how many 6 round granny squares you can get out of a Hobie Mega Ball? So that is the future episode. We have discovered that you can get nearly 3 out of the Premier Just Active in today's episode. I am super excited to see how many I can get from this. I will be doing those squares in between all the other projects that I have going at the moment, and sometimes it's nice to have a palette cleanser, guys. You know, when you just want a little quick yes, I've accomplished something, or a little quick finish just to cleanse your palette between your bigger, more intensive projects. So I am liking this series that I am doing. I love making granny squares. It ticks all the boxes for me, and I hope it is an interesting experiment for you guys to come and watch and listen to. So that is it for this episode. Like I said, I am going to pull all the other ones of these off my shelves so that I can get some more purple squares in my blanket. But out of 1, I can get nearly 3. So, have you ever wondered how many 6 round granny squares you can get out of Premier Just Active? Well, with my tension and with the recommended hook size, I got nearly 3, but not quite. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time. Please do not forget the thummies on your way out, and I will see you around in more content. I upload content every single day, so there is more to come this week and every day here at Manfa Makes. But until I see you again, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one, or around the YouTube streets. Bye guys, love ya.